What's up, everybody? Welcome in to Group Chat Football Live. I'm Peter Ariz. Had to go live here to talk about this breaking news. Huge news if you're a Texas Tech fan and if you're a Notre Dame fan as well, as general manager James Blanchard has turned down Notre Dame. He was their number one target here to replace Chad Bowden as GM. He went on to USC. And this is, again, if you're a Texas Tech fan, you have to be absolutely fired up. And that's why I titled this video, Texas Tech just sent a warning shot to the rest of college football, because of a few really major reasons here. We understand the Matador Club as an NIL department, NIL organization has been putting in that work. Number one portal class in the country. James Blanchard, a huge part of that as the GM here. This is a guy who was the first hire for Joey McGuire in 2021 for his Texas Tech staff. So this move right here shows to me look, Pete Nakos said, and I'll pull up the tweet here. Pete Nakos says that this was a move that really came down to James Blanchard wanting to keep his family in Texas, which you have to respect. He met with Marcus Freeman in South Bend, right? So there was obvious interest from both sides here. The reports a few days ago were that it was pretty much getting finalized. We did a video on it on our page about how big a deal this was for Notre Dame, bringing this guy over there. And again, Pete Nakos says he wants to keep his family there, which you have to respect. But on the other side of things here, Football Scoop is also saying Blanchard will receive a raise and an extension on his deal with Texas Tech, which you would have expected here as Notre Dame tried to come and pluck him. Now, this shows me the trend, too, of where these personnel executive GM roles are going. James Blanchard, just back in July, received an extension to making him one of the highest paid personnel players in all of college football, right? So this is back in July of 2024. So like less than a year ago, he signed an extension. So he gets another extension now in a span of 9 months here, to a little bit less really. So my math wasn't really good there. But again, looking at it from the perspective of Texas Tech, you want to show the rest of college football, yeah, we understand that we're bringing in a lot of talent, but you got to be able to keep your guys there in-house who built what you've built right now with all the momentum that you have going into next season. And James Blanchard staying is a huge deal in that respect. And just looking at that number one portal class that Blanchard has been such a big part of, and I'm going to pull it up here from 247, but you see it. You see Howard Sampson, tackle from North Carolina, Romello Height, which guy who's played at multiple places, but a productive veteran pass rusher, Hunter Zambrano, interior offensive lineman, who a lot of people think it was the top interior offensive lineman in the country. And he's from down here. I had a chance to watch him in high school, and he's been around for a while now, man. So he's a veteran that you're bringing in there. Lee Hunter was one of the top defensive tackles on the market. You look at his size, 6'4", 320, coming over from UCF. And it's Quentin Joyner, the speedster at running back from USC. So you could just go down the list here. Reggie Virgil, huge upside at wide receiver, track speed, 6'4", Miami, Ohio. A bunch of big-time programs wanted him. Miami Hurricanes wanted him. Cole Wisniewski from North Dakota State, a versatile safety, linebacker potentially. Like, this is a stacked list of transfers. And again, it's spearheaded by your general manager, James Blanchard. And then from the Matador Club's perspective as well, like everything I've heard, we can all say, yes, they have money, and we understand that. But from what I know, I'm an agent myself, and just talking to people who have dealt with Texas Tech, man, it is run like a pro organization. The communication aspect, there's a lot of schools with money. There's a lot of programs with money, guys. But it's one thing to say a school's throwing around money, and then it's one thing to say a school is running it like a pro organization. And that is what's going on at Texas Tech right now. The people in that building, it's like you're dealing with a professional team, right? So it's a very organized effort. And when you have the thing rolling like it is right now, you don't want to lose your main guy, James Blanchard. They keep him home. Huge, huge, huge. I cannot emphasize this enough if you're a Texas Tech fan. And look, if you're a Texas Tech fan, you were probably upset about it the last week or so, saying, man, this is the guy who brought a lot of the talent in here. But you say, well, it's here. The talent's here. We got to go win anyways. He's not the one who's coaching them. And yes, that's true. But man, you can build something sustainable and something to last here if you can keep that infrastructure in place. Amazing, amazing move for Texas Tech here. Doing everything obviously in their power. I'm sure he's getting paid very handsomely to stay there at Texas Tech. And I think that's the trend that we'll continue to see here. Real quick, what this means for Notre Dame. Man, Marcus Freeman, he's got to be scrambling right now, having probably thought this deal was done the last few days. And you cannot believe that they're going to settle for someone who's not a heavy hitter in this business, in the personnel space, if you're Notre Dame. So there will be dominoes that fall because of this. There's going to be a program that their top guy gets plucked here to run Notre Dame's personnel department. So that's going to just be something else, man. Be on the lookout. If you're one of these top programs, keep your personnel department close the next few days as Marcus Freeman is on the prowl. James Blanchard staying at Texas Tech. Huge news today for Texas Tech. Guys, if you're a Texas Tech fan and you want more coverage like this, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We have a ton of videos breaking down Texas Tech's portal class throughout the last few weeks here. We're going to bring you spring practice updates and news across the country in terms of college football. We have everyone covered, from the biggest programs to the small and everything in between. Transfer portal news, recruiting news, spring practice updates. We've got it all here. Group Chat Football Live and Group Chat Sports. Appreciate everyone for tuning in today. Like and subscribe. See you guys soon.